Shout out to G-Man Boxing.
Alright, people. I was watching an interview there today with Ben Shalom, and during the interview, he was discussing several things, as you normally get from IFL interviews. He was talking about the Bournemouth card, he was talking about various different things, Natasha Jonas, Terry Harper, stuff like that. But then the question was asked him about this whole Lawrence Coley contract dispute, matchroom stuff, etc. And this is very interesting what I thought he was talking about. So basically, he was saying when they made the offer to Lawrence Coley, at the time, they believed that he was near the end of his contract, the contract had expired because it was May just gone. Now, Ben Shalom said that when they made the offer, in a Coley's matchroom deal, it had to be shown to matchroom. So he said they made the offer, it was shown to matchroom. Matchroom apparently said that, oh no, there's some stuff that has to be taken care of. He is still in contract, and he said that. That was in May. We're now in December, and it's still, from the way he was speaking, he seems to kind of insinuate that it's all looking good now, but he couldn't understand that it's taken essentially 7 months to get all this stuff sorted, and that's 7 months on top of the few months before that. Like, it'd be a year roughly before Lawrence Coley is back in the ring. Now, Ben Shalom, he was thinking, did they do that just to make an example out of him? Because he also mentioned the fact that Eddie Hearn said that with Lawrence Coley, they were losing money on him. So Ben Shalom was saying, well, if you're losing money on him, why are you so insistent on having one more fight with him if you were losing money prior? So again, he's hinting that they are literally doing this now just to make an example out of Lawrence Coley. Just to say, you think you can just say what you said, you think you can just do whatever you want. Hell no, it ain't going to happen. And he also mentioned that there have been fighters who have left Matchroom. Now, he's obviously mentioned Natasha Jonas. He said there was others, but he didn't name them. Now, he said the Natasha Jonas situation, she had a difficult time with them with regards trying to go over to Sky. Now, that one right there, I think I briefly remember from last year, the whole situation with Jonas. He said she was meant to be on Fight Camp, but then an issue came and she was off that. Then she was meant to be on the October show, which was Anthony Fowler, Liam Smith, last year in Liverpool. And that was kind of when it all reached the boiling point. Now, apparently they were saying, Ben Shalom was insinuating basically that was where they were having difficulty with that as well. So Matchroom were digging their heels in and being difficult with Natasha Jonas. Here's the interesting part about that one. I remember last year Eddie Hearn giving several interviews stating that one of the reasons why Natasha Jonas split with them and why it was a bit difficult was down to, I think he said that they weren't happy with what he was offering them, even though the offer, in his opinion, was good. I think if I remember correctly, and this was one of those occasions where if this was true, it probably would be true because Joe Gallagher is the manager and trainer of Natasha Jonas, and we all know what he's like. But I remember Eddie Hearn saying words to the effect of, it was a 3-fight deal culminating in a Katie Taylor rematch. I think it was an easy comeback fight, reasonably easy, a little bit of a step up, and then Katie Taylor for good money. But apparently, Gallagher wanted, people who are, 1 and 36, those kind of people who they can't fight. But he wanted the exact same money for Natasha Jonas as she would have got fighting, the kind of, those kind of girls who are just there to take the L, but they try. But apparently Gallagher and Jonas wanted same pay, good pay, for just no competition, and then the Taylor fight. And Eddie Hearn was like, I'm not doing that. And that I can kind of understand, to be fair. You're not going to pay someone a really, really good amount of money to have a fight that is just not, it's not even competitive. It's not even going to even have moments of competitiveness. It might just be a first round, boom, see you later kind of job. So I can kind of understand where Eddie Hearn was coming from there. But I do find it interesting. I find this whole Lawrence Coley, Ben Shalom, Eddie Hearn situation really, really, really interesting because, when I look back at it, right, Lawrence Coley, apparently this all happened in May. So Ben Shalom was mentioned in May. Coley, it all happened in May. I still wonder, did something happen with a Coley and Hearn prior to May? Was there maybe words said after the Seslak fight? Because I understand where Lawrence Coley is coming from, in a sense of he felt as though the goalposts were getting moved. So he felt come what may, he'd come to the end of his deal, Matchroom, so he was able to just, in his opinion, he was able to just say, right, deal's over, come to the end of my deal, you can't match this offer, see you later. But the fact he went onto Twitter and was calling Eddie Hearn the names he did, I just don't understand how someone could be so happy with a promoter for so long and then just instantly do that. So I wonder, was there maybe something brewing behind the scenes for a couple of months earlier? Maybe recent enough, not the whole way through their relationship in terms of promoter and fighter. But the more you look back on it, it was just so strange that these seemed so, such a close-knit, promoter and fighter, to just all of a sudden overnight it went like that. So I did find that one strange. In terms of Ben Shalom, I mean, at the end of the day, if a promoter can make you more money, at the end of the day, I'm all for fighters getting paid. That's what I like to see. I like seeing the fighters get paid, because fighters don't have that long to make life-changing sums of money. If a Coley is going to get life-changing sums of money, fighting with Sky, fighting with Boxer, more power to him. I mean, he's going to eventually go up to heavyweight probably next year, so if he's going to be getting crazy amounts of money that the Zone, the Frank Warren, the etc., Bob Arum couldn't pay him, then, happy days for him. And vice versa, it's like that with anyone, So I just do find the whole Ben Shalom thing interesting, because Eddie Hearn has said that he's being funded by third-party investors. Who are those third-party investors, and why that? Like, the Ben Shalom situation is interesting. It's a really, because I never heard of Ben Shalom at all. I have never. I've seen those Boxer cards he used to put on way back, 2018, 2019. He used to have them on BT Sport, but they were like the prize fighter tournaments. He still does them now and again on Sky, but that was all he did. And I remember the first time Frank Warren was the first guy to mention Ben Shalom. And again, when he mentioned, I was like, who the hell is this guy? I literally never heard of him. So it is strange, the fact that he's come on to Sky, and Eddie Hearn is saying that he's got third-party investors. If he does, I don't know, but they must have a lot of faith in him, because he is, I'm sure that checkbook is opening and there's checks being thrown out left, right and centre to these fighters. At the end of the day, I guess that's the only way you're going to build your stable. Still can't shake this cough. But I guess it's the only way you're going to build your stable, if you offer them the big money and then see how it goes. Eddie Hearn even stated that, like, they'll do that, but they'll only do it while the money is there. When the money dries up, you'll see a lot of fighters jumping ship, and we may very well see that, but I think for the time being, if they can make life-changing sums of money over there, more power to them. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Sorry about that. Yeah, we keep going at it this week. Obviously, I'll still do midweek report tomorrow, and I'll try and get an end of year live in before Christmas definitely, just because I planned on doing one on Monday and do another one this week, but you obviously have been a bit under the weather, and talking for like an hour, coughing my lung up every 2 seconds is not my idea of fun. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. For now, lads and lassies, I'll talk to you. Peace.